And then in his faking of the Christian conversion, he told all the pagans who worship Baal, all the pagans who worship Nimrod, all the pagans who worship Semiramis, all the pagans who worship Tammuz, he said, you no longer need to worship Nimrod. Nimrod is now God the Father. You don't need to worship Tammuz. Tammuz is now the Son of God. You don't need to worship the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis. Mary is now the Mother of God. And so today, in Catholicism, I was a Catholic, they still worship and pray to Mary. One of the things Constantine did was because he wanted the pagans to worship God, Jehovah, was he moved the day of worship to the day of the sun, which is why we now worship on Sunday, because Sunday became a pagan day. Some say, holy cow. Sunday became a holy day for the pagans to worship the sun god. So he said, you don't need to change anything. Just instead of worshiping Nimrod and Tammuz and Semiramis, just worship Jesus. And then they began to worship Semiramis. He said, don't worship Semiramis, just pray to Mary. She's a deity now. We'll set up a statue. Jeremiah actually calls her the Queen of Heaven. Let's read it. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, the fathers light the fire, and the women knead dough and make cakes to offer to the Queen of Heaven. This was whose name through time was now changed to Mary. All in the name of Catholic Christianity. Universal Christianity was the goal. Well, another thing they did, Constantine did, was move the day of Jesus' birth to December. Somebody say, holy cow. Okay. Next thing they did was move the day of Jesus' worship to December, because Tammuz died on December 23rd. And it was believed, because Nimrod, his father, was a hunter, it was believed that Nimrod would be reborn in his son Tammuz. And his son Tammuz's birthday was December 25th. And what you would do on Tammuz's birthday was you would set up a tree. Some say, holy cow. This was Apostle Greg's idea. It wasn't my message. Blame him. He brought this up. They would set this up on December 25th. And this is why Leviticus chapter 19, verse 23 says, when you enter the land and plant any kind of tree, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. Let's go. Somebody finds it before me, just shout it out. Deuteronomy, that's it, 16:21. Had all these notes this morning. You shall not plant for yourself any tree as a wooden image near the altar which you build for yourself to the Lord your God. I just want to listen. Somebody say, oh my God, I wish we didn't come to church today, because Christmas is coming, and this prophet from wherever just told us that our whole Christmas was pagan. Listen, I'm just here to tell Christians how far we've fallen. I'm not here to tell you, if you want your tree up or tree down, that's not my business. That's not my business. But I'm going to ick you as to the tree. It was believed that in order for, the kids are gone, right? Okay. It was believed that in order for Tammuz to rise again as his son Nimrod, he would have to get a tree. You'd have to go to the tree. You'd have to cut down a tree from the forest, and you'd have to put balls on it. And the balls were symbolic of testicles. Some say, holy cow. The tree was symbolic of a phallus. If you don't know what a phallus is, don't Google it. It's a pee-pee, a man's a penis. The halo on the door symbolized Semiramis's some say holy cow. And it was believed that on December 25th, when the tree met the door, that Tammuz was reborn. And you would bake cakes with crosses on them and offer them up to the Queen of Heaven. Some say, holy cow, we're in the wrong place. What just happened here? Now, I'm just telling you how far we've fallen. People say, people worrying about Halloween. Halloween? Halloween! It's the least of our problems. At least those people are dressed like witches. This one that we got a wizard who's meant to be wizard wearing red, coming down chimneys. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. Some say, holy cow. Oh, how much time you got? How much? Okay. Jeremiah chapter 10. Jeremiah chapter 10. Look what it says. Hear the word which the Lord speaks to you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord. Do not learn the way of the Gentiles. Do not be dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the Gentiles are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are futile. For one cuts a tree from the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. They decorate it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers so that it will not topple. I hate to bring you bad news, but the Christmas tree was idolatry. It was. It was. Now, some of you are just sitting there. Listen, I just want to tell you what Constantine did to us. This is what he did. Blame him. Now, listen, do I believe Christmas is commercial now? Yes. Do I believe that anybody who sets up their tree is not worshiping? I don't know. I just don't want somebody else's manhood in my living room. Come on now. It's just me. It's just me. Holy cow. One of the names in the Constantine Empire for Venus or Semiramis, one of her names was Ishtar. It was believed that during the festival of Ishtar, young men would run around naked, sleeping with women like bunny rabbits. It was believed that Ishtar came down from heaven in a giant moon egg. Oh, Lord, help me. And blessed the people with fertility for that year. And this is why the bunny rabbit has become the symbol of Resurrection Sunday. I'm just telling you how far we've fallen. This is why the Playboy bunny is a bunny. Because other than human beings, rabbits are the only animals that have sex for pleasure. Did you know that? Some say, holy cow. And so the bunny became the symbol of fertility. And all of us on Resurrection Sunday buy eggs, and we have no idea that it was actually pagan in origin. Oh, I'm not saying, what am I saying? Am I saying don't buy a giant egg for your kid? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's for me and my house. We shall serve the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm not minding you. You can do what you do. It's up to you. And who knows? Maybe there's no power in it. I don't know. I'm just here to show you what Constantine did to us. Don't get me started on Valentine's Day.